Alright, the Reds, talking Reds, Monday morning. With Lizzie with me. Hi Lizzie.
Hi Paul.
We had a lovely weekend.
This is nice, isn't it?
It is nice. Never seen in public together before. But here we are on the back of an international weekend and it's crap, innit?
Oh, it's crap. I literally turned around to my dad yesterday and he went, "Oh, what are you up to, sailors?" And I was like, "Nothing. Do you not want to get out? It's a lovely day." And I was like, I just want some football. I went to watch non-league football this weekend. I went to watch City Liverpool on Saturday. It was a great little game. £5 in, had a pint. So that's also cured a little bit of football itch. But when it got to Sunday, I was like, well, come on then, I'm bored now. Can't be bothered watching Scotland, San Marino.
I've actually spent some time with my family this weekend. It's been weird. Chester Zoo away.
Have you enjoyed it?
It was alright, yeah.
Yeah, better than the footy?
No.
Don't watch this, Paul's wife.
No, she definitely won't, don't worry.
I was seeing your Instagram with Chester Zoo. I'm into Chester Zoo.
Chester Zoo is great. Definitely go. If you're in Liverpool or the surrounding areas, it's not that far.
But the international weekend, I hate it because I was saying this morning in the office that if it is on in the background, I only ever put it on if there's nothing else on and it's like a background thing. I get really tense watching it, not because I'm bothered about international football, but I'm bothered about our players.
I didn't know what score England got on until when in the office.
Well, I seen someone tackle Andy Robertson out the corner of my eye, and I was like nearly on the bounce to the telly, thinking, don't you be touching our Andy.
Yeah, Neil Atkinson was saying he's seen that Sterling had scored a hat-trick and thought Man City had played some game he wasn't aware of.
Because they've got so much in the schedule. No, I'm bored of international weekend and I'm so happy. Is this the last one now for the season? Of international break, I think it is. Thank God.
Yeah, it's got to be. There's not that long left.
But hopefully a couple of players have had a nice little rest. Mo Salah's been right, you'll never walk alone in the sand.
Where is he?
I don't know. Adam Lallana's in a place where pigs are swimming in water, by the way.
There could be Chester Zoo as well, you never know. Right, should we get on to the Reds?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, bit of market chat in here, Lizzie. What do you think about this? Mane, was it Dom King that's translated this for us? Liverpool have no intention of selling Sadio Mane, one of the most important players in their squad. There are no loopholes in his contract that Real Madrid could exploit. The interest simply shows how good Sadio Mane has become. I
always wonder whether this is a genuine interest from a club or whether it is media spin to make interest from a club. So it wouldn't surprise me if anyone was in for him because of how good he is. But the thing is, when it's saying there about obviously he's one of the most important players, of course there's not going to be a loophole in a contract for a player like Mane. But sometimes it doesn't stop players from going. Like when you usually see people signing contract extensions, to me that doesn't really say too much because we've seen people go before in the past. But I mean, it's a nice headline to read. It really is a nice headline to read. But does it mean anything in the long run? Probably not.
I think there's still a Ronaldo-shaped hole in that Real Madrid squad. You're seeing Eden Hazard linked. You're seeing Mane linked. I think anyone who sort of plays from the left, who's an attacking forward, who scores goals, will be linked. Obviously Zidane's back now. Apparently 400 million euros to spend, and he's already spent 50 on a lad from Porto. So I think when Real Madrid are linked with our players, I'm always worried. But I think he's literally just signed a contract. I think we're in a different position from in the past where Suarez had signed a contract at Christmas and be on a plane in June. Yeah,
I agree. And I think I think what Liverpool have done in terms of cementing them, obviously going for the title is amazing and that gives them an incentive. We're in the quarterfinals, but
Real Madrid
Real Madrid aren't, and you know what, even if we finish second, I don't want to say that, but even if we do, we're cemented in the Champions League yet again for another season. And Madrid are struggling in the league, aren't they?
Third in the league,
I suppose for a player like him, he could look at that side and think, I could be the hero, I could be the one to take them back. And there's always talk of Gareth Bale leaving as well, isn't there? That's constantly on Madrid's mind. And believe you me, they're looking for someone now, and it might be that they're going to just eye Mane up for ages. It could be, that they've got their eye on 4 or 5 players. They need to replace Ronaldo. It's like Barcelona at some point, they're going to have to replace Messi, and every team should really fear for their best players, because whether we like it or not, I hear a lot of conversation from like the sort of older generation of how have we got to this point where Liverpool are just disregarded for Barcelona and Madrid, and it's because they're the giants of football. Unfortunately, they will lure anyone away. I think what Klopp's done with this Liverpool side has put, us in a good contention to be at that level with them, and for people to want to come and play for him.
I think we used to kid ourselves that we were in a similar bracket to them, whereas now I would say we are. I mean, there's, we've seen with Coutinho, we'll come on to in a minute, that we found it so hard for Latin players to go to the lure of Barcelona and Real Madrid. But I think with Mane we'll be all right for at least another 18 months. And you can see just how much he wants to win this league. Yeah. So let's go and win it. Okay, the other one is Coutinho, as I've just said. He's now being in Marseille again. They're saying that he could be allowed to leave Barcelona in the summer. I put a tweet out over the weekend saying 100% if he's available, we should be in the conversation. A lot of resistance. I don't understand it. It's like, I think people have got short memories about just how good a footballer he is. I don't care what goes on off the pitch. I want to win.
Yeah, and the argument for me is we can talk about attitude, and obviously we want players that want to play for Liverpool, but there's not much loyalty in football anymore. There really isn't. And the thing is, he's an unbelievable player, and it depends what Klopp wants from his side. If he was to take Coutinho back, what he would expect, because then do you always think that you're bringing Coutinho back to fill a Coutinho-shaped hole, but then do you worry that if he hits a bit of form again, that his eyes elsewhere and that he could be going somewhere else?
I think you only get one hit at that, really. I mean, I'll use Wilfried Zaha at Palace, for example. I don't see him going, oh, I'm good now, I'm going to go back to Man United. Do you know what I mean? I think you get that opportunity where you'll come back to a Liverpool and an elite club, and we've even gone a bit further than we were with Coutinho there, obviously Champions League final, now properly challenging for the league. I can see. I don't think we're going to go for him personally.
No,
I don't see that. There's not that many people. Sorry, there's not that many players that come available who's in his bracket that often, and to see him go to another Premier League club, who he would ultimately strengthen every single one of them, Manchester City included. I can't see that, so I would rather Liverpool were in the mix rather than go there. If you go to Paris Saint-Germain, I don't care.
Do you know what, is this all concrete though? Because I feel like we've had this chat so many times over the last couple of months, and I find it baffling that this is the way football's gone, that a player like Coutinho already is being disregarded by Barcelona. Like, I think he's good enough for Barcelona, but then again, I'm not their manager. I don't watch Barcelona week in, week out, but I've seen Coutinho week in, week out, and I know he can perform. And I just don't understand the thinking. It's like it's all about the quick fix these days, isn't it? And when they signed him, I was thinking, oh, it's a long-term investment to try and fill their sort of like Iniesta, that sort of type of midfielder, but to me, it's like they're just not giving him a chance whatsoever, and I don't understand why.
I think in Spain you struggle to get that amount of time.
He was at Liverpool, though. How long was he at Liverpool before he started taking form? It was in terms of his position that when he made it his own, he was here for quite a while.
I mean, we were talking about him in terms of top 5 players in the world when he left, and his ceiling is still in that bracket for me. Yeah. All right, the Anfield Wrap's been busy this weekend in Ireland. Lizzi. Yes. 3 great live shows with all that they raised. €800 for the Sean Cox Foundation, and just want to say thank you to Connor Thompson, who kindly donated a match-worn Gini Wijnaldum shirt and a Jamie Carragher print, so thank you very much for that.
Yeah, everyone over the 3 shows it was over Dublin and Portlaoise, digging in your pockets, giving money. €800 has gone to Sean Cox's family, so we can only thank you enough from the Anfield Wrap, and obviously probably on behalf of their families, so that'll go a long way. And fair play to whoever's got the match-worn Genie shirt.
Yeah, belter.
Jealous?
I hope you've enjoyed that.
I think I've seen an Instagram clip of Neil saying it's a really small shirt for a footballer. I was like, oh, poor little Genie.
You reckon it's not going to fit me now?
I mean, you might pull it off.
Be careful, Lizzi.
You put me in the situation.
Another live show for the Anfield Wrap this weekend. We're On Air in Liverpool, which is in the Baltic area of Liverpool. Sunday the 31st. Tickets are £7. Available via C-Tickets. It starts at 12:30 before the Tottenham game. So if you're going, there's no excuse. We're also raising money for the Liverpool Football College. Chloe, who is our intern.
She's our boss little intern. She's sat right there. I'm just going to keep pointing at her. She's going to get dead embarrassed.
I'd like to pan to her, but I'd make Fuad's head fall off. No, but they're looking to send 54 kids, 54 Scousers to the Dallas Cup in America. Dallas Cup is where it's colleges and football schools and stuff like that meet.
They can
play
win
a big tournament.
scholarships.
Yeah, so
we always do the live shows to raise money for a good cause, and this is the cause we obviously chosen for this one. The last live show, as you know, we raised money for Tired, got them the t-shirts and got these badges, by the way, which I don't think I haven't really shown off. So they got these lovely little pin badges as well, so you might start seeing these around social media. That Tired campaign's still going on, but this one is for a really good cause as well with the Liverpool Football College. So come along. It's a really good laugh, isn't it, Paul? Like, I remember, so me and Paul, the last two, not the last live show, the live show before, we dived off, had a little scran and then come back.
We had a lovely time.
We had a lovely time, we had little croquette days.
What more can I ask for? I mean, I'm a spoiled man, don't tell the wife. Anyway, so busy again on the Anfield Wrap today. Make Us Dream is out today, is that Neil's book?
Yes, Neil and John's book.
The Anfield Wrap, the main show, is out today on YouTube and on our tour.
It's still play, but it's a free show as well.
So it's on the normal feed, that's the one I'm looking for. The Pro View is also out as well with Stephen Warnock, and these more of these videos all week. So subscribe to the Anfield Wrap. So press the little, what would we call it, Lizzie? The bell. Press the bell. Press the bell below to subscribe for notifications. And after this we're going to have some interviews where Josh and Andy are at the Legends match of the weekend. Liverpool won 3-2, I think. Stephen Gerrard got the winner. I remember seeing that. What a lad. So we've got some interviews with Jamie Carragher, Daniel Agger and Sammy Hoopier. So here's that clip from them.
So Jamie, back against Milan after all this time. See how fuming you were when it went 2-2, or was that just me?
No, I was fuming. Yeah, I wasn't happy. I thought might have threw it away, as obviously they did in Istanbul, if you like. But no, listen, I always think in those games it's nice when both teams get on the score sheet. It makes an exciting game, and the crowd want to see goals. But of course, being at Anfield, we want to make sure Liverpool get the win. And probably written, wasn't it, for Stevie to get the winner at the Cop end?
Well, we were just saying that before. If anyone was going to get it, it'd be him, and then in front of a full house for a fantastic foundation event that's raised loads of money. What a day! Have you enjoyed it?
Oh, brilliant! I mean, it's just great to go out to at Anfield, but as I said, you're always mindful of the fact that you don't want the game to not be a good game. People come, lots of young kids there, you want to see goals at either end, and as I said, the main thing is we raise a few quid. And I think what the foundation do, and lots of individual players who are in the game. We'll see now the funds generated in the game through the Premier League and different things. I think it's important that as a club and individuals you give a little bit back, and that's what today's about.
It certainly looked competitive. There was a moment there on 52 minutes when I thought you were going to go steaming in and then pulled out at the last minute.
Well, I caught a few. I keep getting told by the lads that Inzaghi's not too happy with me because I caught him in the face in the first half, but that's probably par for the course in a game against Liverpool and Milan.
Finally, two questions. First off, loads of talk about centre-half yourself, loads of talk about Virgil van Dijk. Do you think he's the best centre-half in Europe at the minute?
I do actually, yeah. I think the performance he's given this year, I think he's been the best player in the Premier League. I'll be surprised if he doesn't win PFA Player of the Year. And I think when he first signed, maybe raised eyebrows the amount, but I mean, if someone offers you double now, you probably wouldn't take it. That's how good he's been. And delighted he's got him. And as I said, he's in a great age, and centre-backs we know go on a little bit longer. So hopefully we'll see him for the next decade. Final question, and the big one, when it's so tight at the Premier League, are you still back at Liverpool for the title? Oh, of course, yeah. I think Liverpool are in a great position. City also. I don't think there's too much in. Obviously, City in pole position. You'd have to make City favourites with them. Was doing it last season. But I think if Liverpool can get through the next 3 or 4 games and still in the same position, then they've got a great chance.
I think the tempo of the game was quite good, and I can see that there were some younger players on the field as well, that they haven't stopped playing 7-8 years ago. But I keep myself fit, that I can eat and drink whatever I want, and it doesn't show. So that's my motivation. I don't exercise for anything anymore, but sport was a big part of my life, and I can't be without it. But I must say that it was a tough game. I think it's a long time that I played in that kind of tempo. But I'm alright.
Yeah, and this season, Van Dijk played very good, the defending performance, and a lot of people said, okay, maybe lots of people remind me and compare you become him, between him as well.
I think I would be as good as him if I was quicker. So.
Good to be back at Anfield today, still doing it?
Yeah, great mate, yeah, it's really good.
Becoming a big name in the punditry scene, showed you still got a few tricks up your sleeve on the football pitch as well.
Yeah, no, it was good to be back out there, you know, it was obviously good to see the fans having a good day, and obviously it's nice to see some of the old lads, so yeah, it's good to be back.
And you know what it's like to be playing on the big stage for England and for Liverpool, you know, Trent Alexander-Arnold doing it as well now, what do you make of him?
Yeah, he's been fantastic. I just said to the guy down there, obviously he's got great potential and it's exciting what he can become. He's got plenty of time on his side.
And what do you think about Liverpool's chance of winning the league this season? Rate them highly?
Yeah, of course. It's going to be tough to beat City, as we all know, but I do think City will drop points, so hopefully Liverpool won't at the same time.
I love to score goals, so even for fun and for an important game, or even for a good cause like the foundation, it's always good for me to score goals. Always.
Nice to be back at Anfield today and for a good cause as well.
It was hard.
Tough, yeah. I saw you try and point a tackle at one point and then pull out of it, but was that a result of the game?
It's just, when you're not playing football anymore and you don't do it every day, you only do it once a year. It's your body don't want the same thing as your head, and that's the problem.
And you know what it's like to be a top centre half for Liverpool. Virgil van Dijk obviously pulling up a lot of trees for Liverpool this season as well. What have you made of him at Liverpool so far?
He was definitely something Liverpool needed. I've been screaming about for a few years. A good leader, a good footballer, strong character. So he's definitely been important. But I think a few players has. It's been a lot of good performances.
And hopefully a league title to celebrate at the end of it. What do you make of Liverpool's chances?
If you asked me a few weeks ago, I'll definitely say I was sure we'd do it, but
you still say you're sure now?
I think it's more 50-50. I watched a few of City games and they look strong. They look really strong. We all hope.